And now to Wall Street. Just a week after it began trading publicly, shares of Donald Trump's social media company fell by 20% on Monday. The plunge caused the former U.S. president's net worth to shrink by $1 billion. That's billion with a B. A massive, massive setback for the ex-president amid the backdrop of his mounting financial and legal woes. In fact, some experts say the stock was bound to fall. Our next report gets you the truth about Truth Social's true valuation.
Trump's media shares are tumbling. The Republican presidential candidate is losing money when he needs it most. On Monday, shares of Donald Trump's social media company fell by about 20%. This is less than a week after they began trading publicly. The plunge came after the Trump Media and Technology Group reported that it had lost nearly $60 million last year, while only bringing in about $4 million in revenue. The drop also caused the former U.S. president's net worth to shrink by about $1 billion. This is because he's the majority shareholder, owning 78.8 million shares. After Monday's drop, Trump's stake is now worth about $3.8 billion. Even though Trump Media shares are up by nearly 200% so far this year, reports say the company's accountants have sounded the alarm. They have raised doubts over its ability to continue, which is Wall Street for we may not be able to stay in business. With the opening bell on the 26th of March, under the ticker symbol DJT, a part of Trump's business empire went public for the first time in almost 30 years. Trading started with a bang. The stock surged by about 56% at the open to $78. But the frenzy eased with the closing bell, with the trade ending at $57.99, up by a more modest 16% on opening day. Wall Street assigned Trump Media an eye-popping valuation of $11 billion. However, many experts warned that this multi-billion-dollar price tag was untethered to reality and it defied logic. They say the stock was bound to tumble. The share price spike was likened to the pandemic-era meme stock mania, which is when share prices of companies soared even though basics of their businesses, such as revenue, were weak. Meme stocks are heavily influenced by momentum and the enthusiasm of masses of small shareholders, so they tend to be extremely volatile, prone to sudden and steep increases and declines.
This company, when it's coming out and you see the price that it came out public, I think it was up in the 70s or $69 it's trading right now. From a fundamental perspective, it makes no sense, right? Now, that's as an investor. Now, as a speculator, right, which I speculate inside my hedge fund at times, there's going to be a lot of movement and a lot of action in here. But when you're looking at it as an investment, you have to look at what these stocks really are. And when you're only making $3.4 million and you're spending $49 million, the valuation that it's coming out at is just ridiculous, right? It's kind of like almost a meme stock, right? A meme stock that, GME, AMC back in 2020, 21.
The problem for Trump Media is that its main product, Truth Social, is shrinking. It's burning cash, piling up losses, and losing users. The company makes its money exclusively through advertising on Truth Social. In February, the platform's monthly active US users were down by around 51% year-over-year to 494,000. By comparison, X, formerly known as Twitter, has 75 million active monthly users in the US, and Facebook has 142 million. Even Meta's Threads has more than 10 times as many users as Truth Social. So, Truth Social is facing real challenges and is dwarfed by its rivals. Beyond valuation concerns, there are other risks involved in Trump Media. The most important one is that the company's future is inseparable from that of one man, Donald Trump. He's the chairman, the top shareholder, and the most popular user. Trump launched the platform in early 2022 after he was banned from major sites including Twitter and Facebook, following the January 6th attack on the US Capitol building. While he's been reinstated on both, he's made Truth Social the base for his campaign. He uses it to reach out to supporters, blast critics, and launch a smear campaign against his political rivals. He also often takes pot shots at other perceived enemies, including prosecutors and judges involved in his criminal and civil cases. Donald Trump is facing felony prosecutions in multiple cases. So, will Trump media shares bounce back? Or will it be another one of Trump's bankruptcies? The truth about Truth Social will only be revealed in time.
From impeachments to inaugurations, if it's a political story, we are on the scene. The race for the White House is heating up.
We're beating Biden.
How dare he say that?
If it's breaking news, we're live with the latest coverage. From the White House, the State Department, and Capitol Hill, we know the issues, but above all, we know the players to bring you the latest in-depth analysis on all the key stories that we're covering. I'm Eric Ham. Join me from Washington here on Firstpost America.